So welcome, everyone. My name is Adrian Maynard, and I am the Marketing Director here at Vizibility. And today we're going to be talking about one of the benefits that you receive from RE/MAX Regional Services as a RE/MAX agent or broker. So what Vizibility does with RE/MAX is we offer you an electronic version of the business card. It's the new technology and the new version of what you carry around in your wallet or your purse all day today, and that is your business card. So we give you a digital version that works great on mobile devices and just reinforces the value that you offer to home buyers and home sellers. So we're going to spend a few minutes today talking about the features of your mobile business card, how it works, how you use it, and a couple of examples of, and 5 tips on what you can do right now to get your mobile business card built out and shared this afternoon. Before we dive right into it, however, want to make sure that you are able to access your Vizibility account. Again, because you are a broker or agent, you already have a Vizibility mobile business card. You should have received an email from Vizibility to your remax.net email address. That email contained all of the login information and account activation details for you to activate your mobile business card. If you lost the email, can't find it, never received it, it's easy to go recover your password to log into the account. Just visit vizibility.com, click the Forgot Password option, and retrieve your password using your remax.net email address. You should receive an email and get signed in right away. Should you encounter a difficulty or are still unable to log in, there is a black support button on the left of any page on our website. Click that support button to connect with us, and we're happy to sort it out for you. Or you can give us a call. The number is right there. I will be distributing a copy of this slide deck to everyone who attends today. So a little bit later on this afternoon, you'll receive this slide deck in your email so you can find this information. You don't need to worry about writing all this down to scramble. Okay, let's dive right in. As I mentioned, we want to talk about 5 tips that we've got for you to really build out your mobile business card. And the way I want to show these to you is really demonstrate how easy it is to set this up within Vizibility. So we're going to go look at, sort of tip 1 is getting your contact information. So rather than stay inside this PowerPoint presentation, I'm going to go ahead and go right out to Vizibility directly, just to show how easy it is to do this and let you see the live demo work. So when you sign into Vizibility, you'll notice this tabbed interface. We're going to start on the My Mobile Business Card tab, which is tab 2. This is where you really control everything. So what we want to do now as the first step is to review and update all of our contact information. I'm using Dane's mobile business card as our demo today, but yours will look very similar. It may not have your photo and other stuff, but we'll get to all of that. Step 1, contact information. There are 2 spots on your mobile business card where contact information is stored. Obviously up here at the top, and there's also some data that activates these 3 tap to call, tap to email, or tap to text buttons. You also have all the full details down in the lower half of the mobile business card, your address, other contact information. So the way that we can review this, expand any of these sections to review that particular section. So the contact info and photo section, type in, edit the information, and you're done. Click save, and you're done. Sorry. So the first name, last name, position are pretty straightforward. As you can see, it just matches up one-to-one with what appears right here. These 3 fields, email, call, and text. Having information in these fields will make the buttons appear on your mobile business card. So if you don't want to allow someone to text you right from your mobile business card, don't include a phone number right there, and this button will not exist. If you don't want someone to email you for whatever reason, leave the email field blank. And then when I reload, and there's a refresh and save button, now when I reload, Notice that the email button is gone, and it's only allowing call and text because those are the only fields I had populated. So feel free to play with that on your own and really provide the contact options that work best for you. Obviously, the more the better, but really need to work with what works with your workflow. And then the second area that we want to pay attention to is the bottom My Details section. So again, this is just basically all the contact details right from your current business card. Include your company name, your address. It's important to get all of these details in here accurately because on your mobile business card, when someone views it, they can actually tap the address and it goes out to Google Maps and displays your address on Google Maps, where they can then get driving directions, navigation, do whatever they need to do. The website here, which is also there, is also a link, so someone can tap this and go right out to whatever website you plug in there, as is your email address and the phone numbers that you add. Everything in this section is active and links when someone views your mobile business card. All right, so those are the two blocks or sections that you want to pay attention to when reviewing your contact details. Quickly, photo. You can upload your photo if you haven't already. The photo appears right here. To upload your photo, click the upload button. Choose your file. You can see it should be no larger than 180 by 180 pixels. Or let me rephrase that. The photo that we display will be no larger than 180 by 180 pixels. You can upload the largest picture that you have and we will size it to fit. So take the biggest photo you've got, upload it here, and ignore the instruction that it should be no larger than because we'll take care of the sizing. We've actually improved our systems. So that's how you add your photo. Let's say you don't want a photo to be displayed. Uncheck the box. And notice when I uncheck it, I'm now going to refresh and save. And when it reloads, there is no photo because I've chosen to have it unchecked. To add the photo back, check it, refresh and save, and the photo is back. Pretty simple. So what's next? So after you've updated all your contact details, next tip you want to do, let's start thinking about some links. Again, this is the digital electronic version of your business card. Today your paper business card can only share so much. People can call you, email you, maybe fax you, find your address, that's about it. Well, in the mobile business card, there is so much more we can do. So one of the things you want to do, since you are in the real estate business, is get your listings and virtual tours right there, so that whenever you hand out your paper business card, people can instantly see your properties, learn more about them. So how do you do that? Visibility allows you to add several links, things like virtual tours, news and articles, property listings, and so on. To do this, on this same tab, I'm going to go ahead and collapse the two sections we were in, so they just clear things up for me a little bit. And we're going to look at this My Links section of your mobile business card. You can have an unlimited number of My Links. You can arrange them in any order that you want, just by dragging and dropping, right? So I can move them around. I can add and remove them at any time. So you can see that on Dane's card, we've just built his out with several things. Searching for properties, which links to his Remax Georgia property listing. If you have a virtual tour or video tours of your properties, put those links in here. The way you do it is you just click this plus button. This little window will pop up giving you tons of options to choose from. So for videos, you can choose, if your tours are on YouTube, you can choose the YouTube option. Or you could just choose a generic video option. It really doesn't matter. We also have different home icons. We've got a home icon somewhere. It might be a property listing. There it is, real estate listings. So you can put a home icon there, or let's say you have your own icon that you want to use, don't like any of these. I'm just removing these links. If you have your own icon, choose Other. And then you can choose Custom and upload your own little icon to use for your link. There is also, should you need the Remax balloon, there is a Remax Regional Services option which puts the balloon right there for you. And again, these are just the graphics that appear next to your links. And then you put in text and the link itself to make it work. That's all there is to it. So again, focused on your property listings and your events, you really want to make sure that you get your virtual tours, any of those assets or things that you have out there, put them on here. You've got to start using them. So the next thing you want to think about is, now that you've got your properties out there and you're showing off, the things that you're selling, you got to let people get to know you a little bit. And one of the quickest and easiest ways to do that is to talk to them. And with the mobile business card, it's really easy to put a video of you talking right on that person's smartphone. So when they scan your QR code on your printed business card, they can instantly see you talking to them right there. There are several services that offer really affordable video bios, video bio, quote unquote, being one of them. You can do it from your own office or your home with your computer. You record yourself talking, they host it on YouTube, and then you just add it to your mobile business card. Or create your own YouTube video with your smartphone. However you want to do it, it's just important that this mobile business card is interactive and engaging, and you and your face talking to potential home buyers or home sellers. So get a video of you if you don't already have one. So then once you have your video and it's hosted on YouTube or anywhere else, go into Visibility and add it to your mobile business card. Just by clicking the plus, putting in your text that says my video bio, whatever you want it to say, paste in your YouTube link or other, and you save it. And instantly, so you're talking to people whenever they scan your QR code. So that's the second tip. Now you've got some property listings, you've got your video talking about you or your listings. What's something else you can add to your mobile business card to really make it stand out? Referrals. As a real estate expert, I know people come to you all the time and ask for a referral to a good contractor or a plumber or a home inspector, or where can they get a mortgage, or who's a good staging company because they're having difficulty selling their house. You have access to those connections and contacts, and your prospects and clients are constantly asking for them. So be a little bit proactive now. Don't wait for them to ask it. Offer it in advance. Put it on your mobile business card, so that whenever you hand out your printed business card or your flyers that have your QR code, or maybe your signage which has your QR code, everyone has direct access now to your key contacts that they may use during the home buying process. The way to do those, we're going to start sounding a little bit redundant, but go to your My Links and add a couple of links, whether it's to your contractor or whoever it might be. Get a few on here. If you are savvy enough to work a deal where someone may pay you for lead generation, knock yourself out. If you can get someone to either pay you for sending leads their way or for getting a mortgage lead or whatever it is, I think that's great. So if your plumber has a kickback, put him on here and get your leads going his way. So getting referrals, again, it's just adding value to you as a real estate professional. And then what's the next tip? So now that you've got a few links out there, you've got some good content on your mobile business card, you've got it built out with your pretty picture, all your contact details, you want to know that it's working. Visibility offers a tracking feature where we'll give you real-time alerts and metrics every time someone views your mobile business card or scans your QR code. And it's really easy to turn those on. You have both text messaging and real-time and email alerts. The text messages are pretty simple and straightforward. You can see a sample of one right here that basically just says your QR code was scanned near whatever location the person happened to be standing. So if they're at your property in Kentucky, it's going to say, your QR code was scanned near Lexington, Kentucky, for example. The email provides a little bit more information. You see here on your screen, there's a tiny screenshot of what one of our emails look like of the real-time alerts. It includes the location details, just like the text message, but it also includes a map that is active, so you can click it and actually zoom in and see right where the person is, which is kind of cool. And then there's a second map that shows a summary of your last 10 hits, so you can kind of see where globally your stuff is showing up. We include the IP address, the organization name, and the organization type. The organization name and type are both derived from the IP address that we use through a third-party provider. So the data is pretty accurate, but there are times you may come across something that may be a little confusing. Reach out to us and we'll be happy to answer any questions. So that's really the fifth tip on what you need to do right now today to get your mobile business card going, and that is turn on your alerts and activities. So how can we do this? Signing back into Visibility, we're now going to go to a different tab. So again, Visibility is made up of these tabbed interfaces. We've spent most of the time on the mobile business card tab setting up our mobile business card. Let's go manage your notifications. I'm not going to save any changes to Dane's business card, so I'll go ahead and click OK to the prompt. Okay, this is the Manage My Notifications tab. This is where you can turn on or off or configure how you wish to be communicated from Visibility. Click the Edit button to open up all the options and start editing your preferences. Real-time alerts, turn them on or off. I would say turn them on. It's important to know, especially since you get location details, if you're in the neighborhood and you have a QR code on a flyer, on a listing flyer out in front of a property, and someone gets it, and they're standing on that property and they scan the QR code, you're going to get a real-time email or text message telling you that someone at this very specific location just scanned your QR code. If you're around the block, you can get there before they leave. So turn your alerts on. You got to know when people are trying to engage with you so that you can get right back to them. So that's turning on the real-time alerts, making them on or off. Now, what types of alerts do you want to receive? Visibility offers multiple touch points or multiple ways for people to see your QR code, or to see your mobile business card, I'm sorry. And your QR code is obviously the most popular. So, in this advanced section, you can look at all the different areas that you want to be alerted about. If you want to get notified only when your QR code is scanned and nothing else, uncheck everything else. And that way you're only going to get notified when your QR code is scanned. So you can uncheck all your links as well. Or I would recommend being notified across the board. So you should check everything. That way, if anything ever gets used, you're going to be notified about it. If you don't use all these tools, it doesn't matter that these are checked. It doesn't do anything. Should you ever want to use one in the future, the tracking is now set up and waiting. So again, this is the Manage My Notifications tab, where you can really take control of all your alerts and your notifications. Okay, so that's where you can turn on all the alerts to be notified when people are looking at your stuff and trying to engage with you. Because again, that's what it's all about. So there's our 5 tips. So you can get a nice, polished, professional-looking mobile business card with your professional links, your profile, your photo, and you're fully engaged. So how do you get it out there? We've talked about the QR code a couple of times, and I want to refer to the QR code as a digital bridge. That's sort of the term that we use here at Vizibility to talk about all the ways that you can share your mobile business card. It's a bridge from your offline analog printed business card, right? It's your bridge from offline to online. It takes someone from any printed materials right to your electronic version. So, many ways to share, QR code being one. How do you get all these digital bridge tools to share your mobile business card? Again, we're going to go into Visibility where it's super easy. And it's just another tab. It's the Share My Online Identity tab. So if you want to share your mobile business card, go to the Share tab. All right. So on this tab, again, many choices. Before we dive into them, I just want to quickly refresh something. Notice that we have, scans and taps and clicks and all these different things. Don't pay attention to them right now. Just notice that there are a bunch of things called scans and taps and clicks. Back on the Manage My Notifications tab, just want to quickly show how these things sync up. So we have our tools that we're sharing on the one tab. On the Manage tab are where I can turn on and off alerts for all the specific tools. So there's a relationship there. It's one thing to share them and use all the tools, but you're not going to get notified unless your notification options are also turned on for each of the tools that you're using to share. Okay, so back on this tab where you get all of your digital bridge tools, the QR code being the easiest, click this orange download button and your QR code is going to be right on your desktop or wherever you downloaded your files to. It's a PNG file, just like any other graphic file, such as a JPEG or a GIF. You can put it in a Word document. You can send it to your printer to put on business cards. You can put it on a web page. You can do anything you want to with that file, just like you would any other picture file. So download your QR code, and there you go. Should you need, for whatever reason, to generate a QR code in a different file format, you may have a project that needs it in an EPS format, for example, or something else. You may need to go to a different QR code generator. You can do that. There are hundreds, if not thousands or millions of free QR code generators out there. For convenience, we give you your PNG file right here. If you need a different one, take this URL, which you can copy by clicking the button or highlighting and copying. Take that and go plug it into a QR code generator to generate your own QR code. That's another way to do it. But again, it's easier just to download the one here, and that works in most cases. The other tools that Vizibility offers, if you're an iPhone user, you can add your mobile business card right to your Apple Passbook. Sign into your account, enter the email address that goes to your iPhone, click Send Pass, you'll get an email on your iPhone, follow the instructions. Really cool. That way, whenever you're out, you don't even need your printed business cards. When you need to give someone your business card, pull out your iPhone, open your passbook, and they can scan it right there with their phone. Really cool, shows well, and shows that you understand technology. NFC, another cool technology. It doesn't work on iPhones today. It's really Android mostly, but BlackBerry. If you are an NFC user, go in here. If you click this link, how do I use NFC? We have on our help desk a ton of resources talking about how you can use Android Beam or NFC tags, to use NFC by Moo if you use that app on your smartphone, or if you use the Samsung Tactiles app on your Android phone. We'll work with all of these things. So if you're an NFC advocate and love NFC technology, we give you another way to use it in a really practical way. So there's the NFC. Microsoft tags are not very popular. They're a competitor to QR codes, just not very popular. Few people use them. However, there's a niche market for them. So if you happen to be one of the people where barcodes are appropriate, you can get your Microsoft tag barcode right here. If you don't know what tag barcodes are, that's okay. Don't worry about it. QR codes are the thing to do right now. If tags ever become popular, you will know it, and you can always go in and get yours, but don't worry about it for right now. In addition to your QR codes and passbook and other ways to share your mobile business card, we give you a simple link, a web link. If you copy your web link, I'm just going to go to Dane's real quick. I'm going to open a new tab, go to his URL. Here's what I see. I see Dane's mobile business card on my computer. So you actually have a link to share your mobile business card. You can put it on your LinkedIn profile. You can put it on a web page. You can put it in an email signature. You can share it anywhere. You can text it to someone. And so, and when someone views your mobile business card on their computer right here, they can actually text it or email it to themselves right from this screen. This is a fully functional mobile business card. All these links work. So if I click on Dane's search button, it's going out where I can search for properties right here. I can see the Remax Twitter right here. The thing is fully functional. I can download Dane's V-card if I want to. So whether I'm viewing it on a computer or on my smartphone, it all still just works. Okay, so that's where I get all of my tools or digital bridges to share my mobile business card. So that's sort of some of the 5 tips and ways that you can share your mobile business card. I want to open it up now. If anyone has any questions, I'm going to go ahead and unmute. We have a relatively large house. So I would ask that you hit your own phone right now to get a question. But I've unmuted everyone. So if you have a question, go ahead and ask it. If not a problem. You know, sort of some typical questions that we normally receive at this point would be, you know, how do I download my QR code? And you know, we can just go back and, you know, for downloading QR codes, remember, share my online identity tab, go to QR code, quick download. Okay. Probably the second big question is, I don't have my password. How do I get logged in to edit all of this? And again, I want to refer you to get your password, sign into Vizibility. In the upper right corner, click the Forgot Password link and use your remax.net email address. If you never get the email or are having more difficulty signing in, get in touch with us and we're happy to help you out. It's never a problem. Okay, so I think that puts us right at the end of our half-hour session. We want to try to get you out of here on time. As I mentioned at the top, we will be emailing a copy of the slide deck out to everyone. We will also be making available a recording of the webinar. Look for that probably next week. And if you have any questions on Vizibility.com, click the black support button to get in touch with us. Thank you again for using Vizibility. Let us know if we can help. Have a great weekend.